So I'm good at starting something. And I want to share a dream that I had a few days ago. And then the reason I want to share this dream is it is a great parallel for what we're talking about tonight. So, it happened last week. So the last week I've been so stressed. And I've been having some weird dreams. So this dream was lucid. Like, right before I woke up, I realized it was a dream. It's kind of odd. So, like I said, it was a lucid dream. And I'm a creative person. I love art. And I feel it was a surrealist experience in this dream. I feel like it was every color of the rainbow. Now, I wasn't high, I was dreaming. In my dream, now, this is also not the first time I've had this dream. In this dream, I was looking at this copper wire, like, if you think, like a water park, there is this copper piping. So if you think of how a water park slides are, this was like a kind of a stream that had this copper wire on throughout. And on this copper tubing, it was like an assembly line, you know, for cars. If you can imagine that. And I'm walking towards this, and I see a yellow raft. And I think I'm going to take this yellow raft, and it's kind of like a yellow raft hovercraft. So I'm rowing in this yellow raft hovercraft. And as I get to the door, there's a staff person there who is only listening. They are not paying any attention other than with their auditory ability. So, I'm deaf, and I'm trying to visibly show them I'm deaf. And I'm gesturing, hey, pay attention to me. They look at me. I'm in my yellow hovercraft raft, and I say, can I go in? And they do this, And I feel disappointed and bad about myself. I'm ready to swear, but then I just say, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm kind of a rebel. And I go off. So I slide down this copper tubing in my yellow hovercraft raft, and it kind of reminded me of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, with an intersection of a water park, like Noah's Ark. So I'm crafting around in my hovercraft, zooming around these corners, and I get to the next staff person who is going, you gotta get out, you gotta get out. I ignored them too. Then I get out of my raft. The raft went away. They took the raft away. And I was disappointed in that. And I felt bad. I didn't understand why they were mad at me. Why they were being so rude. I mean, this is my dream. So, then I'm walking around and I see a group of scuba divers. That looks so cool. And they were in their cool scuba suits. And it was cold copper tubing. And they were going to go in there in these cool scuba suits. They were scuba divers. And I wanted that. I thought about Hawaii, and I really wanted to learn scuba diving. But people said, no. No, you're deaf, you can't. You're deaf, you can't. And so in this dream, I really wanted to learn how to scuba dive. And I was watching these staff as they slowly approached me. And they're like, no, You can't. Get out. So I snuck around, and then I ended up in a labyrinth. I took the next step, and a staff member appears there. You can't do this. And I snuck around them and found one way to get around and another way to get around. And I feel like these people were blocking my independence, blocking my ability to be free. They were limiting me to the things that they wanted me to do because they think I couldn't do things because I'm deaf. So I ignored them and wandered around. And I'm flying around this copper tubing, and I'm all of a sudden in a car. I don't exactly know how to describe it. But like I said, it's a surrealist dream, so keep up with me. So I wanted to be in that copper tubing car and feel that freedom. So there was another staff member that got in my way and said, you can't go in there. All of a sudden, I am on a bus. Now, you guys remember there's like a yellow school bus with a rainbow arch. There was nothing there to keep us in. So I'm sitting in this flying school bus, and there's this woman, and she's pretty big, and she's squishing me in my seat. But remember, there's no walls in this school bus, so there's nothing for me to really lean against except for this. There's no structure. And if the bus started to roll, I would fall out. So instead of rolling, the bus started to fly. So I grab onto the seatbelt that I'm wearing and hold onto it for dear life. I'm afraid of falling out the side of this flying bus. There was woods, and we were flying. All of a sudden, the copper tubing was gone. I'm afraid of falling out, and I'm crying, and I'm sweating. I don't want to drown. And I was just about to wake up out of my dream. I did not like this experience. I did not like it. My heart was breathing fast. I had to breathe. I was panting. You know, I was really, really nervous. I was shaking. I mean, I was so anxious at that time. Again, it was a dream. So I started to feel a little dizzy. We were so high. Like, again, imagine that the final scene of Willy Wonka, when they shoot off into the sky. That's what it felt like. And it felt like I was going to, like, hit that glass ceiling and go right through it and look down upon all the village. That's what it felt like. And I was on this flying school bus. And I looked back. When I was a kid, I really loved the show The Magic School Bus. It was one of my favorite TV shows of all time. That's the early 90s, and that was just really something that I loved to watch. So I'm sitting there thinking of The Magic School Bus. And this group of moms were like, hey, calm down, you're safe, you're okay. And I slowly nodded, and then as I opened my eyes, I was still afraid I was going to fall, but I had to trust these people that told me I was going to be okay. So I took some deep breaths, I let go of the fear, I trusted this group of women. I'm with you, and you got me. And I realized that all these women had been in my shoes too. The security guards had not let them pass because of the color of their skin or because of who they were. And I felt this instant connection because we shared an identity. We have all been marginalized. And I am non-binary myself, and I felt that attachment. I am deaf, I felt that attachment with this group of people who've been marginalized. The bus started to fly, and it came down for a very calm landing. But it wasn't calm, it was rough. But the jitters started to go away as I got out of the bus, I turned and looked at a caseworker who was at the gas works. And I said, you know what? Screw you. I can do what I want to do. And as I look back in time, as I was waking up, I thought, oh my goodness, wow, this dream is pivotal. There's a lot of parallels from this dream to my life. This dream was trying to tell me something, and I really feel that the point of this entire dream and this entire story, don't let people define you. Don't let them put you in a box because of who you are. Don't let them decide what you can do because of your disability. Don't let the ableist's philosophy win. Look at the whole person, not at what you see as a limitation. Look at who that person is with their full identity. Deaf or whatever.